Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you want to know what it is? It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. You've been living in a dream world. Welcome to the desert of the real. The desert of the real.
Can't go back, can I?
No. But if you could, would you really want to?
Okay, let's just check the coast is clear before we begin. I think we're safe. Hello there and welcome to Complete Games with me, James. Hope you guys are all doing well, and we're back with Complete the Ark and Season 2. As you can see, previously we managed to defeat the Overseer in our first season, and that has granted us the ability to be able to get an extra 15 levels. Now, we could have carried on with the island map and got them levels before we come here, or even carried on to Aberration, because technically the next ascension and the next point you can get some more levels is after defeating Rockwell on Aberration. However, I consider Scorched Earth to be a canon map, and we're going to be playing through all canon DLCs. So we're going to exclude Ragnarok and Val Guerrero, but they do face the same bosses, or a mixture of the same bosses that we're going to be taking on through these maps. Now, upon defeating the Overseer, you'll be granted a menu whether you wish to carry on playing on the island or upload your character. So I chose to upload my character straight away, and when I did spawn in on Scorched Earth, I was wearing all of my tech armour and had all of the gear I was wearing in that fight. So I have dropped it all and destroyed it, because we'll be starting with nothing apart from our character and levels. Now, I am playing unmodded, as you can see, and you do carry on and you have unlocked all of our tech engrams. So technically we can't get anything from the Manticore fight apart from bragging rights. There is that sword and shield there that we could get on the Val Guerrero or Ragnarok maps, but we won't be doing them, so they're the two tech engrams we won't be able to open. And only by beating the Manticore do you actually unlock all of the tech that we've already got. So technically you could skip the island map, unlock all of your tech engrams that you need, but you wouldn't be able to ascend and you wouldn't be getting the extra 15 levels. So we're doing it in the correct order, and all of that tech gear is open to us from the start. I'm just going to unlock some of these engrams here. Now, although the tech engrams are all open, we do need element obviously to use it, and the only way to get element is by defeating the manticore. So it's highly unlikely that we're going to use any of the tech engrams at all. But it is strange having to start back punching trees and gather resources when we're such a high level, and having to go back to using the stone pick. But it is going to be a little bit of a difficult start, regardless of us being level 105 or not. Also, upon starting this map, all of my levels were reset and all of my points reset, so I wasn't able to distribute everything the way I wanted. It's just like doing a mind wipe tonic at the start, which is fair enough if you ask me. I think that's fair enough. I was able to distribute some points how I wanted. Now, I will be doing another video later on this week or early next week in regards to all of the settings that I'm using for this single player run, so you guys can all follow along. Now, the original single setting player guide that I did was my very first video. Even though it wasn't published as my first video, I decided to just record my settings before I even began the channel, so it has got over 70,000 views now, and it literally was my first video. I went back to have a look at it and it is way too long, and I'm going to tidy it up and I'm going to put it so that we can all reference my settings from the start, so that if Ark does reset it, you know, we get straight into that video. Everything there is that you need, and then after that I'm going to talk about some of the problems that we had on the island map, some things that you need to be aware of, like wiping wild dinos and some of the artifacts being missing, but I'm going to put that all in a separate video. But for those that are already playing along, well, the settings that I'm using are pretty much the same as before, and I haven't put any mods. As much as I wanted to put that stack mod on, I haven't. I've completely kept this unmodded, so I'm on the same playing field as all of you guys who are doing the single playing settings as well. I feel a little bit safer in this area because there's a few dodicks and herbivores around, so if anything comes over here I should be able to run towards them and get the aggro away from me. We need to get a little bit more wood together and thatch. The cactus we can use, I believe, as well to help with replenishing some water, but not much. We'll take it anyway, and it gives us thatch back as well. I need thatch for the arrows, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time here at the beginning just gathering up some essentials, some flint, just running around in our underpants in the desert. Well, we're not going to last long. Okay, let's have a look here. Right, let's do 3 picks, and I'm going to need a bow, and let's do, how many arrows can we do? 22, is that all? I've been gathering loads of flint. I'm sure I could do more of that. Let's get some basic defences down. Perhaps I need a little bit more fibre. Need to get some clothes made as well. As soon as the night time comes in, the temperature does drop. So I'm not even sure that cloth is going to be quite good enough to keep us warm. And we need to be able to gather silk in order to make the desert armour. Okay, so we got a bow. Was it only 22 arrows? Why am I dragging it down there? Let's see, we can make more. I was short of fibre before, that was what it was. Right, 40 odd arrows. That ought to help get us started. Let's grab a little bit more. Let's try and make ourselves some clothes. Okay, well, I haven't got any hide yet, but this might help. I've already got a cold snap happening. And that's before the sun's fully gone down. Okay, let's see if this primitive stuff just helps a little bit. No. It hasn't taken away the debuff. And we're running low on food. Okay, we're going to have to hunt something. Okay, these Morellatops have just squished something over the back here. I don't know what it was. I think it was a raptor. Yeah. Great. Well, let's get some hide. Now we can make some bowlers. That'll be the first thing I need to make. That's my one way of escaping raptors, wolves. And fibre, I need more fibre. Again. I feel like I've picked loads of it. So it's going to get colder as the night goes on. I'm probably going to have to make a campfire. And water's going to be a problem. Hopefully we can get one of them water beetles. Well. Oh, we've got a Jerboa here, level 1. And didn't take much to knock him out, just punched him out. Now, I think I must have to go and have a look at my settings because there shouldn't be any level 1s on this map at all. Lowest level should be a 5. So I haven't enabled max level dinos. See, that's why I need to get that video done, so we can all refer back to it. But I'm going to have to check that out because they should all spawn in increments of 5, and the lowest level should be 5. So if you see odd numbers like 14s and 16s, you know that the settings are not right. So that is a bother. I'm going to have to go and sort that out, but that's possibly going to have to wait until next time now. We've got a little Jerboa. It's only a level 1, but I'm likely to lose it anyway. It is, like I say, quite a tough start. Right now I've got an ice cube on top of me. All the elements against me, so I am quite likely to die. But hey, we'll tame this guy up because he warns us about any of the conditions in the desert, as you probably know. I'll have to get used to all of the whistles and sounds that the Jerboa makes again. I think I can remember a couple, but it's been a while since I've been on this map, so it just gives you a heads up if you're getting a storm coming. Okay, so let's get ourselves the boomerang. That's another item exclusive to the Scorched Earth map. Might be able to knock a Morellatops out with one of these. I need to get myself a whip as well. That's a really good way of gathering some berries and silk at the start. Oh, he's about to tame up. Come on, little Jerboa. There we go. Now, I'm not even going to bother naming you because you're likely to be dead by the end of this episode, but hey, we got our first tame. Okay, so I'm just having to stand next to the fire in order to stay alive throughout the night here. We've got the ice cube effect on us and it's taken me down to quite low health. So we're just going to camp here. I seem safe enough for the time being. But as long as I'm standing next to the fire, I should be okay. The water's running low. Oh, it's a water beetle. Oh, that's just saved us there. I was getting really low on water. I've just carried on up this gully a little bit. And it does look like I was coming towards some water there. But the beetles just gave us a lifeline. Okay. So I'm just heading up in this direction towards what we're calling the Twin Peaks. I recently did a best location guide to Scorched Earth. And we did a community vote on the channel. And you guys have decided that we're going to build at the Twin Peaks, which I'm pleased about because it's a really nice area and it's not far from this point, sort of straight ahead, or at least I think it is anyway. And as you can see, we're just about to hit some water. There's a wolf there. We could go for this wolf, and wolves don't need any saddle. I'm a little bit low on energy. I need a little bit more leather. What are these Morellatops killing over here? It might be safer to take on these two Morellatops. Let's have a look. If whatever it's fighting dies... Yeah, the Morellatops looks pretty damaged there. It was a scorpion that attacked it. Okay. Just grab some meat off that. Right, well I think it's worth risking firing a few arrows at this Morellatops. We are likely to drag the other one over here. Well no, if it's aggressive towards us it will be. Okay, right, I'm just going to make a beeline for these rocks up in the top right here. Hopefully it knocks me up the top of them. Just try and get up here. Ah, fantastic, well done. There we go. And let's try and hit the one at the back. Okay, I think that other one's coming for me, but as long as we can kill this... There we go. And too late. Right, okay, well, let's try knocking this out with the boomerang. It's only a level 14. Like I say, that definitely means my levels are wrong. And there we go, it didn't take much to knock that one out. It was a level 4, not a 14, so I definitely need to go back and resort these levels. But there we go, we got a little bit of leather and some more meat. That'll help us. Need the leather badly, really. I need to be making bowlers. A tent as well would help. Didn't get very much for that. Oh well. Every little counts right now. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have any water in it at all until I can bring it to water, so even when it's tamed up, it's not really going to be much use. Okay, so let's craft ourselves the whip. That requires 10 silk, and I've been getting the silk from the white plants, so now that we've managed to make this is going to help us grab a lot of berries, so it's definitely worthwhile taking advantage of the Scorched Earth items, especially when you're starting off. Because look at that, the rate of gathering has just gone right up. Now what I'm looking for are these little white flowers here. See, I've just got 4 silk back there, 5. I'm going to have to repair this whip. So I need to gather plenty of silk like this. Now there's a thorny dragon up there. I need to stay away from that. You can see it's near a load of silk. Okay. But this is helping gathering plenty of fibre and plenty of berries. Okay. Just want to try and find some more silk. That way we can get maybe some of our desert armour made. Here we go. Silk. And the plant species Y seed as well. Fantastic. Now the plant species Y, just want to stay away from that scorpion, is the preferred kibble of the Jerboa. So we'll keep hold of that because I'm sure I'm going to need to pick up a few more Jerboas. And there we go, our Morellatops is tamed up. Being that it only tamed out at level 5 and it's probably going to be dead in one hit. Oh, there you go, it's only got 480 health, so it's really pretty squishy. I'm actually just going to leave it here to heal up a little bit. I think investigate a little bit without it. Okay, well, unfortunately we've lost our Jerboa to a terror bird just over the top there. I'm just trying to get back and we can see if I can get my stuff back. I'm just going to be extra careful and climb up one of these rocks so we can scout out the area. Because it doesn't take you long to get surrounded. If I can get up here. Let me up. There we go. And yeah, I can see there's 2 terror birds still over there. Just next to my body. And it's in the direction as well that we want to go. And awesome. We've got a pack of hyenodons on us. So, okay, well, we're going to have to try and take them out. We'll try and go for the mate boosted. Or the pack leader, if we can. Just hit anyone that I can from now. There we go, that's the pack leader. Or is that? There it is. If we can kill that, we should be able to scatter the rest. I think there's 3, there might be 4. They're not as confident when they're not in a pack. And okay, I think we're going to have to switch over to pike because I think they're going to get me round the back now. Oh, yeah. Love the fact that it's just laughed at me there. Right, come on, trusty pike. You can do it. Oh, that's one. Come on. And there we go, that scattered the others. They're retreating. That was close. That was close. Got like a smidgen bit of health left. Okay. Oh, let's grab our hide. Hey, we're getting plenty of hide off the hyenodons. That's something. And we'll take it. It might only be primitive stuff, but it's quite useful to us at the moment. And they're not bad at actually giving us back hide there. 42, that's pretty good. I've got enough to make sleeping bags and a bed now. Well, I think I might make a beeline for my body. And then we're going to try and head towards the Twin Peaks area. Bad news, I'm afraid, guys, and we've lost our Morellatops. I'm not quite sure how it died. I did manage to gather its hide, but it was dead when I got back to camp. Because I'm not a tribe yet, I didn't even actually get a log as to what happened, or I can't find out what's happened, but it was only like a level 4 or 5, so I didn't expect it to last that long. So we're back to having 0 tames, but I have just found my first loot drop in the game, and hey, maybe the loot gods will look kindly upon me, give me something useful for the first time, instead of crop plots. Okay, what we got? Oh, okay. Well, we have got some crop plots, but we've also got a complete set of desert armour. That's exactly what we needed. That is a very good drop. We got a little bit of stone pipe work as well. I'm just going to clear out some of my inventory, put this on. Fantastic. And we've actually got a couple of crop plots as well. So, well, I'll keep them, they might be handy. You never know, we might be able to grow some narcs in it if the desert rains. Okay, I finally made it. I've died again, coming back here. There's some terror birds back there. I managed to kill the terror birds, but I was knocked out by a scorpion. I have managed to get my stuff back, but it really is quite a tough start on Scorched Earth. I think now I've made it to this position, as long as it's clear, we should be alright to get something down, a little sleeping bag, or just a little area to start getting some stuff made up. I need to get a smithy together, so if we can get some metal tools and that, I stand a better chance. I at least need somewhere to go and make some narcotics. And yeah, I think somewhere down here would be okay. Got back to our wall here. There's only sort of 2 entrances here, so we should be safe, even though the capro could probably jump up here. Yeah, I like it. I've got plans for a base around here, something probably over on the other side, but for the time being we can just set something up here. I've just managed to get all the stuff back off that terror bird. Let's get rid of all of these skins and that elf plant. And yeah, it damaged all my stuff. I'm going to have to make a smithy to be able to repair that. Okay, well, we'll have to keep hold of it. I need to get some storage chests down because I'm actually getting overweighted. Got a little bit of silk, Okay, well let's start by crafting a campfire. We're going to need that. Okay, just shove that there. And a tent as well. That'll be fine there. Okay, well we've got somewhere to come in if the storm hits in. I'm going to have to craft this foundation because it won't let me put the mortal and pestle down on the ground. I'll probably delete it later on. I just need something. We'll just use this as a table. And don't worry, I'm going to be going for a big adobe build. But that takes clay and stuff as well. And I'm going to need the mortal and pestle in order to make clay, so we're going to have to put some sort of foundation down before we can even start making the adobe stuff anyway. Okay, where's that mortal and pestle? There we go. We can start crafting some narcotic. And with the whip, I haven't actually done too bad at gathering narcotic. Let's just shove that in there. The rotten meat. And just in these chests I've put down. See, I've got close to 300 narco berries just from using the whip round here, so it's going to get us started. I have enough arrows now to be able to knock something out. 47. That's going to get us started. Well, it's a little bit of a disappointing start, I know. We lost our Morellatops and our Jerboa, but they were both pretty low levels. The most important thing is we've made it to our base camp and the Twin Peaks. We're now set, ready to go. I've got a spawn point and we've got some narcotics. So next time we're definitely going to be looking out for a couple of essential tames and we can start building our base. I'm going to have to get something to help us gather these materials to do it, so we're going to have to look out and tame a few things in the next episode of Complete the Ark. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and you're enjoying the content so far, and let me know in the comments what you thought of episode 1 of Complete Scorched Earth. Until next time though, I'm James from Complete Games, and I'll see you.
I'm taking my time.